Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I got a review for you, a tactical review of a venerated tactical weapon system, the Opinel 0008. So you never know when you're going to need a weapon system in the field. Whether you are in theater or outside the theater walking back to your minivan after the movie, whether you are in the field outside your aunt's house or in the field next to the mall. It's always important to have a lightweight, sharp, and tactically and strategically sound weapon system with you at all times. Now, it doesn't have to be on body, because of course you can always use your tactical flashlight to fight your way over to your tactical pen. Then your tactical pen can be used to fight your way over to your tactical snail-shaped bottle opener. And then your bottle opener can be used to fight your way to your tactical on-body transport ruck. And then at that point you can open your tactical on-body transport ruck, you can open your tactical mass organization system, and then extract your weapon system. And here you go. There you go, you're armed, you're ready, and you got your weapon system. So at this point, after dispatching a couple of tangos and rescuing the hostages, you can go on ahead and discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of this particular weapon system. Many, many good things here. First and foremost, this is a very lightweight weapon system, which means you can always have it on you, which is a beautiful thing, because if SEAL Team 6 calls you up from the reserves, you want to be ready to go. There is no serial number on this knife anywhere, which means that if you are detained or captured outside of Hot Topic for loitering, you will be able to deny your country of origin with no significant difficulties. Beautiful thing. This locks very, very securely, which makes it excellent for adapting to bayonet use, as well as for strapping to a large stick in order to make a spear in a survival situation for hunting game, which is a beautiful thing. In addition, many weapon systems come with a ferro rod for starting a fire, but very few weapon systems come with fuel for said fire. So, if you would like, you can disassemble the knife and use the blade to, basically whittle off some of this handle material, and you end up with ready-made fuel for your fire. So, I think this is addressing a new niche in the survival market, which is providing combustible material alongside your combustion. Beautiful, beautiful thing. But of course, survival is not just from the elements, which is why this is comfortable in many grips, whether it be your hammer grip here, your thumb support, or fencing grip here. You've got your forearm grip, like this guy here. You've got your ice pick grip, either blade forward or blade backward. And of course, the most effective tactical grip is if you buy 3, put them between your fingers, at which point you have the Wolverine grip, which is almost certainly the most tactically effective grip for holding any kind of a knife. Come on. The blade shape is designed for tactical operations. You can see that they've taken the normal tactical Tonto blade and they've rounded it off here. And this, I can only assume, reduces drag at high speeds, promoting high-speed, low-drag operations, which is a beautiful thing. This is a $13 knife, and that's very important because this means that you can buy many of them. You can have one for your bug-out bag, one for your bug-in bag, one for your get-home bag, one for your go bag, one for your shit-hits-the-fan bag, and of course one for your man purse. I'm sorry, your tactical over-shoulder mass carry system. So that's a wonderful thing. More options, wonderful thing. This is a knife that is absolutely beautiful at slicing cooked meat, which is good because you do not carry an Opinel weapon system for the odds, you carry it for the stakes. Get it? Steak? Okay. And of course, this thin blade is very effective at tactically cutting apples, or of course strategically cutting apples in case you need to feed the entire theater of war. And then finally, I would like to remind you that you cannot actually spell tactical operations without Opinel. Trust me, try it. So those are your good things about your tactical Opinel here. Let's go on ahead and move into the bad. First and foremost are a couple of things that look bad on the surface but are not actually. First, this knife may appear to be very slow to open, but that's okay because it opens absolutely silently for nighttime missions, which is a beautiful thing. It may also appear to be slow to close, but that's okay because like any great sword, this should only be sheathed once it has drawn blood. And at that point, what's the hurry? I really can't vouch for its cutting ability because I don't have any pig carcasses that I can stab on YouTube. But I can assure you somebody else has done that already. Consult their video to get a better sense of really how effective this is as a functional tool. This is actually rather large in the pocket, but I'd like to highlight the fact that the shape of it is very good for forming the top of a tactical tomahawk. All you need to do is sharpen this little area, maybe add some metal, and next thing you know, you've got your tactical tomahawk right there, and you've saved like $200 relative to some of your other tactical tomahawk options, which is a beautiful thing. Basically, there are some missing features going on here, and that's really that's disappointing. For instance, the blade desperately needs some kind of a black coating, whether this is DLC or some kind of a spray-on coating. This blade is not tactically prepared at this current point in time. So that's a problem. And also the handle should probably be black or maybe a zombie green. That would probably work well effectively as a functional cutting tool too. You can see that the Emerson Wave Opener is notably missing from this particular tactical weapon system, but that's okay. We can get by without that. The blood groove on this is very, very, very small. I don't feel like this is going to vent any blood or entrails in any way, shape, or form. So this blood groove very much needs to be enhanced to run the length of the knife. That's a rare miss by Opinel there. Of course, the backside is completely unserrated, and that makes this pretty much useless as a cutting tool, which is kind of a shame. But, hey, that's the price you pay for tacticality. And you can do that with a Dremel, of course. Of course, the blade needs to be about half an inch thicker, because we all know that no cutting tool for tactical uses can be, useful with a blade this thin. We need to be a little bit more. And it is very poorly balanced for throwing use. So as a throwing folder, this is very, very poor. So you've got to keep that in mind as well when you're operating. But then the biggest bad with this particular weapon system is that it is probably not going to be available in that awesome store at the mall that sells all the knives and the swords and the pipes. Instead, you're going to have to use your tactical Amazon gift card that you received from your tactical grandfather to purchase this particular weapon system. So there's your bad. Let's go on ahead and move into our tactical ugly here. The ugly here, of course, is that this particular weapon system does not appear in Counterstrike Global Offensive nor in Call of Duty, which means that it simply is not going to be an effective weapon system at all, which is really a shame. I had high hopes for this. But anyways, I personally believe that despite its exclusion in these important sources of tactical knowledge, the Opinel is a quality weapon system. It has plenty of features demanded by the highest of speed and lowest of drag operators who are operating operationally in theater or outside of the theater after the movie is done. It's lightweight, it's got a secure lockup, it's got a thin blade for tactical or strategic apple cutting, it's got a comfortable handle in any grip, it's cheap enough for you not really to care. And of course, though it's got downsides, its utility is diminished significantly by its pretty thick size in the pocket, the fact that it opens and closes pretty slowly. It has no serrations, either on the front or, more shamefully, on the back, which means that this can't be used as a makeshift saw, which is just a shame. The blade is not black, so it's just tactically unfit, nor is the handle black, which makes it even more tactically unfit. The blood groove is just insufficient. It's not available at any of the very best stores at your local mall. And, of course, it's not available in Counterstrike, which is just really the nail in the coffin. I still believe that this is a very solid weapon system for your high-speed, low-drag tactical operations, or perhaps better still for some random jackass who wants a knife to bring to a picnic. But, hey, whatever. I hope this has been helpful to you, and may you operate operationally in a high-speed and low-drag manner for the remainder of your day.